So this is very important. So once you understand this, it changes how you write every prompt. Okay, so on the left side of the slide, so we have what LLMs, large language models, understand well. On the right, what they do not understand by default. Let us take the left side first. Language models are excellent at recognizing and reproducing patterns. If you structure your prompt like a professional test case, they will respond in kind. They understand natural language, grammar, phrases, tone. They understand structure, lists, tables, numbered steps. And they understand nearby context. Information that appears close to your instruction in the same prompt. This is why giving the model relevant context is right in the prompt body is so powerful. Now the right side. And this is where the testers get into trouble. LLMs do not inherently understand the truth. This is the hallucination problem. A model can generate something that sounds completely authoritative and be completely wrong because it is not checking facts. It is predicting plausible language. So it does the reasoning while giving the result. So they do not understand intent. If you have an unstated goal in your head, say you want the model to focus on mobile version of a feature, but you don't write that in the prompt, the model has no way to know. They do not understand your exact business rules. Your system has domain-specific validation logic, custom error codes, specific field constraints. None of that exists in models training data unless you explicitly provide it. And they do not understand hidden requirements. The unwritten expectations that every QA team has based on productivity history, technical depth, or compliance obligations. So the takeaway from this slide, specify rules, data, and expected results explicitly in your prompts. Do not assume the model knows. Tell it explicitly. Now let's look at exactly which details matter most when writing a QA-focused prompt. So think of this slide as a QA prompt checklist. 5 things that should be present in almost every prompt you write for test generation work. The first is test steps. The model needs to know that you want a sequential, actionable set of steps, not a high-level description. When you include which steps in your prompt, the model will produce ordered instructions that could go directly into a test case management. The second is input data. This is critical. Saying test the login form gives the model no idea what data to use. When you specify include invalid credentials, null fields, SQL injection strings, and a valid admin account, the model knows exactly what range of inputs to cover. Specifically, here directly determines boundary and edge case coverages. The third is validations. What are the assertions and checks that define whether the test passes? These might be HTTP response codes, UI error messages, database state changes, or log entries. If you do not tell the model what to validate, it will often produce cases without any meaningful assertions. And assertions-less test cases are essentially useless for automation and even for manual testing. The fourth is expected results. This is different from validations. Expected result describe the deterministic outcome. What should actually happen? The system returns HTTP 401 and the error message invalid credential is an expected result. It is specific, verifiable, and automatable. The fifth is the output format. Are you building a table that someone will review manually? A JSON array that a CI pipeline will consume? A CSV format for input into a test management tool? The format shapes how usable the output is in downstream. And the model can adapt to almost any format you request. The bottom line, include all 5 to get precise, testable outputs. This checklist is something you can apply starting from your very next prompt.